Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video I will be telling you my top 5 replacements for Arsene Wenger as Arsenal manager. Now, I was always going to do this video whether it was at the end of the season or just before, but today is a better time than any, as Arsene Wenger has announced that he will be leaving his role as Arsenal manager at the end of this season after 22 years in charge. So I'm going to take you through my top 5 candidates to replace him as the Arsenal boss. Number 5, Thierry Henry. Now the reason why Thierry Henry is number 5 on this list is because he hasn't had any managerial role in his career so far. He has been the assistant at Belgium for half a year to a year, and he has been coaching the youth team in the Arsenal squad beforehand, but he majority does a job as a pundit on Sky Sports. Now Thierry Henry is an Arsenal legend, and people would say that him coming to be the Arsenal manager, if it doesn't go well, he could ruin his legacy. But I don't see that as the case. I see it as Thierry Henry is an Arsenal legend, and if he wants to try and become the Arsenal manager, I would be fully behind it, and I would totally get behind anything that he would try to do as the Arsenal manager. Number 4, Leonardo da Vinci. Now this is the Monaco manager that won the French League 1 title with Monaco a few years back, but since has lost all of his best players as other clubs have just come and scouted them and took them away. He masterminded a brilliant league campaign for Monaco when they beat PSG to the League 1 title in France, and he showed great tactical mindset as well as attacking, flowing football in that season, and that is something that Arsenal would be absolutely needing as a new manager, to show those kind of attributes. He also did well in the defensive part of the game, and that is what Arsenal also need. We need a manager that can go with his attacking mindset but also focus on the defensive part of the game, so that we are tight at the back and free flowing in attack. So Leonardo da Vinci is my number 4 candidate. Number 3 is Carlo Ancelotti. Now Carlo Ancelotti is currently out of a managerial job. I think his last job was at Bayern Munich, and since then I don't think he's had any offers for jobs or any job since then. He's gone on a little break, and now I think would be the perfect time for him to come back into management and be the manager of Arsenal. Now I know that he used to manage Chelsea, and it might not go down well with some fans, but I believe that Carlo Ancelotti has the attributes to be a good Arsenal manager when it comes to his tactical side of the game and his managerial side of the game. I think that with his new ideas and his fresh approach, we could move forward as a club instead of staying at the same level that we are now, and hopefully maybe we will approach him with an offer to see if he accepts or declines. Number 2 is Patrick Vieira. Now Patrick Vieira is another Arsenal legend in this list, but in contrast to Henry, Patrick Vieira has and is in a managerial job right now with an American team in the MLS. So Patrick Vieira does know how to be the one role guy, as in the top guy managing the team. He's had a little bit of experience. I'm not sure if Arsenal will go in this direction with an ex-player, but as with Henry, if it was to happen, I'd be fully behind it. I don't think Vieira will ruin his legacy either. I think that any new manager that comes in will need to be given time to implement his own style, to implement his own ideas, and to get the team playing in a way that he would like to get them playing. So number 2 is Patrick Vieira, and number 1 is Massimiliano Allegri for me. He would be my ideal choice as the new Arsenal manager if I was the person running the shop. But it's not down to me, it's down to Kroenke. Now, the reason why I've got Allegri as the top of this list is because we have seen on multiple occasions this season what he has done with the Juventus team to mastermind brilliant comebacks. So the first game I can recall is against Tottenham in the Champions League. It was a 2-2 draw in the first leg, away in Turin, so Tottenham had the 2 away goals, and they came over to Wembley, and I think the game was drawn at 1-1, or they were 1-0 down. It was one of the two, and Allegri brought on 2 fullbacks to open up space for his attacking players, and he ended up winning the game and going through to the next round of the Champions League. I watched that game, and when he brought on the 2 fullbacks, I was thinking, what is he doing? He needs to win this game, and he's bringing on 2 defenders. But he had his plan, and his plan worked. And in the next game that I recall him doing some mastermind tactician stuff is when recently, when they were 3-0 down from the first leg against Real Madrid. They lost the first leg 3-0 at home, so they had to go to the Bernabeu away in Spain and try and get through. This occasion they didn't get through, but what I found astonishing was the fact that at one point in this game they were 3-0 up at the Bernabeu after being 3-0 down from the first leg. So he masterminded this comeback, and if it wasn't for a dodgy decision at the end, they would have got through to extra time and maybe even got through into the next leg of the Champions League. I think this is the kind of manager that we need at Arsenal. Someone that can make a substitution or alter the formation and change the whole complex of the game. I like his style in terms of focusing on defending, and then once that's sorted, focusing on going forward. I think that he would love the challenge of coming to the Premier League and rebuilding a team that at this moment in time are the 6th best team in the league. I think that also he would enjoy a little pay rise, as I've heard rumours he's only on £3 million a year. We could definitely give him double that if he needed to come over, but that's not anything of my decision. But Massimiliano Allegri would be my #1 choice as the new Arsenal manager. So those are my 5 options. I would be happy with any one of those 5, but obviously in order, Massimiliano Allegri would be my #1 choice. Who would you want as new Arsenal manager? I'd love to know who you're thinking of that would be your ideal replacement for Arsene Wenger as Arsenal manager. All I know is that we have exciting times ahead as Arsenal fans. It's not going to happen overnight, but the rebuilding process can start, and hopefully we can get Arsenal back to where they belong. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.